Pray them. Reverend Dr. Catherine Wood is here, and today we're talking about how to stay married. 75% says they're worse off or divorced after marriage counseling. Did you know that about 75% of people that go to marriage counseling report that they're worse off or divorced less than a year later? I know that's what happened with me. Imagine spending all that time and money in marriage counseling trying to solve your problems and learning communication techniques only to find that nothing worked and that at best you're in the same place as when you started. Now, there's an alternative to marriage counseling. It's called Marriage Fitness, and it's a proven system for saving and restoring marriages. Are you ready to get your marriage back on track? Okay. This is from Mort Fertel, founder of Marriage Fitness. I received your contact information and also promise I'll send you my free marriage advice article. Okay. More the same. So let's go read down further to see what this man has to say. The Marriage Fitness Audio Learning System. It's an audio learning system. It's not really helping us for what we want. He wants money for this. So we will go back. Hmm. I thought that's what I did here. And this is where, yeah, I came into contact with you. So you're not helping. Let's see if I can find 7. I'm going to do this all over again. See if I can find. Nope. Okay. I don't find anything. They have several books on the subject of how to survive a divorce. Today, my brothers and sisters, we're talking about how to stay married. Okay? So, we want to talk about the 7 principles for making marriage work. And we're coming from a press release. This is a book by John M. Gottman, PhD, a practical guide from the country's foremost relationship expert, has revolutionized the way we understand, repair, and strengthen marriages. John Gottman revolutionized the study of marriage by using rigorous scientific procedures to observe the habits of married couples. As a professor of psychology at the University of Washington and the founder of the Gottman Institute, Dr. Gottman studied couples in unprecedented details over the course of nearly 4 decades. Here is the culmination of his life's work, the 7 principles that guide couples on a path toward a harmonious and long lasting relationship. Straightforward in their approach, yet profound in their effect. These principles teach partners strategies for deepening intimacy, creating understanding, and resolving conflict. His findings and his heavily attended workshops have always turned around hundreds of thousands of faltering marriages. He helps couples focus on each other, on paying attention to the small day to day moments that, strung together, make up the heart and soul of any relationship. This new edition of the New York Times bestseller, The 7 Principles, have been completely revived and updated to reflect changes in 1. Couples and digital distractions. Digital media has had a profound impact on couples' sense of connection. Is it okay to text during date night or to post private information on social media? This section also discusses private habitual use of internet porn by one member of the couple and why it can be problematic over, come on, years, times. Two, more help with resolving conflict. Conflict will inevitably arise between partners, and this edition offers more detailed advice and exercises on how to work through issues that might otherwise derail couples. Exercises guide couples in progressing past arguments in a way that strengthening their relationship rather than letting anger and hurt fester. Three, better sex. Information on sex in long term relationships. The new material includes a questionnaire to assess the quality of a couple's sex, romance, and passion. 5 tips for making lovemaking more personal and romantic, plus advice on how to turn down sex gently and how to cope with your partner's no. 4. Men versus women. The one big thing to help their relationship differ according to gender, men can improve their relationship by accepting their partner's influence, and women can address their complaints gently and take responsibility for at least some of the problem. Now, I like those 4 so far. So good. How do you feel about those? With updates on nearly every page, the 7 principles for making marriage work has completely new exercises, new antidotes, and the latest research out of the Gotham Institute for all types of couples. This book offers a proven approach to make love last a lifetime. And we know if you want your love to last a lifetime, you have to work at it. It is not going to do anyone any justice if only one person is working at a relationship. You need all of them. So, this book is one of many that you may purchase. And I guess, like many of the other books, you can get them online because that's what they do today. Or you can always go to Barnes and Noble. But that's what we're trying to do. Today, we're finding information to help you stay together. Because I had problems when I looked for stuff. And it would always send me back to, you know, think about the times that you had a good time. But if you've been in a relationship for a short time, there's no past history that you can go back to where you guys were happy and did good things together. So, but you can stay together for a lifetime because that's what God put men and women together. To put them here on earth so that they can find each other and stay together for the rest of their lives. That's not a God problem. That's a man's problem to be able to stay with his woman for the rest of his life without being bored. And if a man clams up or a woman clams up, there's nothing that neither one of them can do but separate. But today we're talking about staying together. Amen. I want to close with 15 ways. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. 15 ways to keep a relationship working plus one. 1. Love each other. 2. Don't lie. 3. Keep communications open at all times. 4. Stay sweet. 5. When you get hurt, just forgive and forget. 6. Never talk about breakups. 7. Never say it okay even when it's not. 8. Forget about pride. 9. If you say sorry, mean it. Because if you mean it, you won't do it again. 10. Don't compare your past with your present. 11. Don't talk about your stupid exes. 12. Give and take process. Because it is a give and take process. Somebody's always giving, somebody's always taking. But don't have it where one person's always giving and taking. It's imbalanced. It won't work. 13. Beware of his and her feelings. 14. When you had a fight, don't hit below the belt. Don't let the day go past without asking for forgiveness. 15. Don't be the perfect one, be the right one. But even in a relationship and you're the right one, remember, people get tired of you being right all the time. So the big one, number 16, always ask for forgiveness, especially men. When you're wrong, just admit that you're wrong and ask for forgiveness. And that's a big key to staying. I heard Steve Harvey say the things that men would do to get sex from his spouse. He would lie, he would steal, he would kill to get sex from his spouse. Well, think about it. Take your time and think about it. If you are losing your spouse, you're losing your sex partner. And for some, you may have a spare part somewhere else. But if that is your main squeeze, you want to keep her. Well, brothers and sisters, I pray this information helped you on today. How to stay together when you're married, or if you're not married and you've been together. You know, I tell you, I'm finding there's a lot of people who, after being together for a while and they had children, end up breaking up, and that's a very painful situation. So, again, the most important thing in relationship is staying together. Stick with it. You know, the same way you started is the same way you need to end. And yes, you can have fun after being with somebody for a long period of time. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And yes, it is cheaper to keep him and her, him or her. Pastor Catherine signing out. Have a wonderful day.